Hey there, how you doing? I've just taken delivery of this box of Elvis records, and there are 40 Japanese LPs in there, so I'm going to open it up and show you what's in there. Just hang on a moment while I open it. Okay, so here we go. I'm not going to talk about any of them in any great detail, but if there are any good ones in here, I'll show you them in more detail in another video. So the first one we have, Let's Be Friends. This is the original with the gatefold sleeve. I bought this set in order to get a few of the records that are in here, so most of them I don't actually need. This is a copy of Loving You, and you can see it has the flip back sleeve with the cutaways, so this looks like an orange label one from the late 1960s, and indeed it is orange label. Separate Ways, RGP 1042. This looks like the original, and it has the English lyrics on the back cover. It's Elvis in Person. This is the first time it was released on the single, in a single sleeve, sorry, as a single LP. This one has a gatefold sleeve. Some nice colour pictures in there. That will be on RCA. Golden Story. This is a Japanese compilation. I'm going to do a separate video on Japanese compilations. This is on RCA, so this is the reissue. From Elvis in Memphis. This is SHP 6061. This is the original one. Sadly, it's got a little bit of tape across the top of the sleeve. So with this one, you need to check if it's got the portrait. Looking inside, no portrait. Next one is Today. That's the original pressing. You can see it has different pictures on the back cover, or different back cover design to other countries. Almost in Love. Again, this is the first one. The gatefold sleeve. And nice to see that the sleeves are quite clean, actually. GI Blues. This is another orange label pressing from the late 60s, I believe. Yeah, Nihon Victor. Yes. This is Golden Story Volume 2. It's another one of the Japan-only compilations. This is the RCA Edition re-release. This one came out in 1965 initially. This is Elvis Now. It's the original Japanese pressing with the different back cover. And this one also has a gatefold cover. A little bit of staining in there, but about normal for a Japanese gatefold. This one you may not recognise this, probably won't recognise it. I'm going to do a separate video on this and the other albums in this series. It's a famous album, but with a different cover. Come on everybody, this is also the first Japanese pressing with the gatefold sleeve. Looks like someone circled the track listings there. I guess it's in pencil. That's the way it is. This is a later copy from 1970, 75 or later. It's the bottom there. It says RVC, so that tells you it's mid-70s or later. So it still has the gatefold cover, but the packaging is not as lavish as it was before. Nice tight spine. It feels like it hasn't been opened very much. Boulevard. It's got the lyric sheet in the back. Back cover is the same as the American version. Okay, for LP fans only. SHP 6096, I think this is a 1970 pressing. Sadly, someone has written something on the back cover there. Sometimes you get some corrections to the lyrics. But the English lyrics are not always 100% correct on the covers, so sometimes people will write their own little corrections. Something for everybody. This one's RCA pressing from the probably late 60s. Yeah, late 60s. Next one is You'll Never Walk Alone. Japanese original with the gatefold cover. Another copy of from Elvis in Memphis, this time with the Obi. Lyric sheet. This one has the same cover as the American original. This is an RBC pressing, so this one will date from the mid-1970s or later. Excuse me. Okay, this is A Wonderful World of Christmas. The back cover like that, and it has a gatefold. There you go, that's quite nice. Elvis for Everyone. Rca 6114. So this is a Victor Musical Industries pressing. Alright, so this one originally will have come with a poster, so I'll just check. It doesn't feel like there's a poster in here. No, the lyric sheet's in there, but there's no poster. Promised Land, this is the original. Again, different back cover to the American version. From Memphis to Vegas, then Vegas to Memphis. This is the double album. This weighs a ton. I showed this one in my first video. That's the way it is. This is the first one, SX61, and gatefold sleeve. Again, I've shown that one before. Third copy of From Elvis in Memphis. This one is RCA 6116. Okay, so this is this one dates from 1973. So this one originally would have also had the poster, but it doesn't have it anymore. Just the lyric sheet. Aloha from Hawaii. This is the first Japanese pressing. Oh, that's interesting. It has lyrics. This one doesn't turn up with lyrics very often. Does it have the insert? It doesn't seem to have the photo insert, but never mind. Alright, this is the second album. This one dates from the late 60s. Yeah. And you can see that it has yellow lettering here. There's the back cover with the English lyrics. This is orange label one from about 69. There's another orange label one. This is Such a Night. Date with Elvis. Lyrics on the back cover. So this is the first time This one dates from 1965, I think. This was the first time the album was released in Japan with the American cover, American front cover. Blue Hawaii. And this has a gatefold sleeve. With the colour pictures on the inside. This is the Christmas album from 1969. This one also originally came with a portrait, but I'm not expecting the portrait to be in here. It's an orange label RCA. And there's no portrait. This is the TV special. SX38, so this is the original with the colour portrait, RCA. Alright, this is one of the albums that I bought this set for. This is Gold Records Volume 4, but as you can see it's got RCA there on the top. So this is actually the orange label reissue from 1969 or thereabouts. It should be 69, yeah. I'm going to check the record on this. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Very nice. I'll show you that. RCA with the groove around the outside of the label. Nearly there actually. On stage, this looks like the original 1970. The big gatefold sleeve and lyrics, and there should be a nice colour portrait back here. There we go. That's the one. Alright, so here's another one that you won't recognise. This is part of the same series I mentioned earlier, so I'm going to save this. I'll talk about that in another video. This is Moody Blue, original pressing, I think. Yeah. So Moody Blue didn't actually come out until after Elvis died. September 1977 it came out. Okay. King Creole. This is another late 60s pressing. And if you look at the bottom, you can see the pictures are actually different from the American version. And I think I'm right in saying this label has a spelling mistake on the title. They called it King Creole with a D instead of an E. There you go. Maybe you can see that on side 1. It says King Creole. On side 2 it says King Creole, which is correct, of course. I think we're down to the last couple now. Another copy of the TV special, same pressing. Madison Square Garden. This looks like the original, yeah. So this has a gatefold sleeve. And they didn't put so many pictures in here, but they used illustrations instead. The back, the picture in the big picture in the back looks quite good actually, with illustrations over the top. And there's another one here with a picture in the background and an illustration over the top. And this is the last one, Raised on Rock. That answers one of my questions. Raised on Rock. Lyric sheet has got some pretty bad writing on there. This is a 4-page one. And there is also, it comes with the bonus photo, which has the Elvis Japan discography on the back. Alright, so there we have it. 40 Japanese LPs. Some of those I wanted for my collection. Most of them I already have, so at some point I'm going to have to put those on eBay or something. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Take care.